Morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Doing okay?
Morning.
How's Miss Nicole doing today?
I'm fine.
Just fine. You don't look like you're doing fine. You look like you're tired of driving.
Yeah, a little bit. Just tired.
Good morning, Big Dan. I wanted to tell you, I think Jet Mechanical is a good idea for HVAC inspections. So
Yeah.
for $65, they do the inspection, they give you an estimate for any repairs, and the new owner gets a year of free maintenance.
Heck yeah. I'm seeing a lot of purple shirts this morning. This is making me happy.
Well, it's Purple Shirt Tuesday.
Jacob's got a purple shirt. I'm pretty sure Kyle's got a purple shirt on. There you go. The Mamba shirt, even better. Good morning, Miss Cindy.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am well, thank you.
Awesome. Good morning, Miss Mara.
Good morning.
We are rocking and rolling today. I love it. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. What kind of awesomeness do you guys get going through on Monday? Anyone else's Monday lasts a whole week? Good morning, Miss Page.
Good morning.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird not seeing you doing the call from your comforter still.
My God. That was so bad. Those were dark times. We were in a tiny apartment.
So you guys finally get all moved in?
Yeah.
Congratulations on the new place.
Yeah, thank you. We still need a lot of furniture. It's crazy, like once you go from like apartment living to house living, like how much stuff you need. So.
Oh, I know. During COVID, I had to restock my entire house. Couches took 3 months, so I sat on anything I could. Buckets.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the couch. We ordered it early December, and we're still waiting on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, I want to hear what kind of things you need to work on today, or we're going to jump right into the next one of our objections that we're going to walk through. Anyone got something special? Perfect. No specialities. You guys do know you can talk, right? Like this is not just the Dan Caldwell show. I got no problem talking. Okay, next on our list of objections is the buyers. We kind of talked about this yesterday. It's overcoming an isolated objection, being that I love the house or I hate the neighborhood. I love the house, but I hate the carpet. I love the house, but I don't want a pool. How can we overcome something of that caliber where somebody has, a majority of the interest there, but there's something that's keeping them from moving forward? The exact objection is I love the house, but I hate the carpet.
We have to just convince them of how we can fix it or
Okay, well,
how.
give it a shot, Miss Nicole. You're talking with Kyle. Kyle's our client, and Kyle's going to tell you that he loves the house, but he hates the carpet. And go.
Okay. Hi, Kyle. How are you doing today?
Great, Nicole. How about yourself?
I'm good. So how are we feeling about this dream house we found?
It's pretty close to being the exact house I've always pictured for myself. I love everything about it, love the neighborhood and everything. The only thing I'm a little hesitant on is I don't really like the carpeting that it has.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate that. So what's our options here? Perhaps we can put in a concession with the offer to have them replace it, or maybe we can find an installer and do an estimate to see how much it would cost after for you to change it. I don't think it's going to be as much as you are fearing.
Okay.
How's that sound?
I could work with that. Yeah, it's I'm so close to being all the way in on this house. I just, like I said, I'm not really sure if the carpet is for me. So any other solutions I'd be open to, definitely.
Okay, well, let me get on that and research it. But if everything else, all the other boxes are checked, let's not have the carpet take away if the rest of the house matches all of your boxes. Sound good?
Yeah, I think I can work with that. Thank you.
Okay, great. I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, talk soon, Nicole.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Good job. I like it. Any feedback from the groups? This
I
is
think I would Dan, I think I remember you saying carpet is the cheapest thing to redo.
it's one of it's what we call a cosmetic issue. It's not.
I've never had carpet replaced, so I don't know how much it costs, but I would probably just throw in there that it's one of the cheapest things you can do.
So definitely minimizing the issue is a good idea, but I want to focus on how to isolate. And this is the line. I want you to write this down if you don't have it already. Kyle, I understand that the carpet is the one thing that you don't like. Other than the carpet, is there anything keeping you from wanting to buy this house? No. Great. How important is the carpet then?
Not very.
Right? At that point,
Yeah.
that's very important. You can even sail right past it. Kyle, other than the carpet, is there anything keeping you from buying this house?
Not a thing.
Great. Let's put in an offer so that we can get your house purchase accepted, and when you move in, you can get it changed.
Yeah, I can live with that.
I mean, it's simple overcome, right?
I was gonna say that if the carpet is the only issue, are you willing to lose the house over the carpet where it's something that you can change fairly easily and pretty quickly after you move in?
Right. I would bring that up, Cindy, if it becomes an objection again. If Kyle were to keep saying, I just hate the carpet, I hate the carpet, I hate the carpet, and then you would throw it out there, Cindy. I get it, Kyle, that you hate the carpet. Are you willing to let the perfect house go over some ugly carpet?
I would say, hey, Kyle, you know what? That's awesome that you hate the carpet, because guess what? You can actually you can change the carpet out and just pick out everything that you like, as opposed to buying a home where it's a so-so carpet. You have the total chance of picking out your own carpet and loving it.
Good job. All right, someone else. Let's get a new set of buyers and agents.
Can I try, Big Dan?
Yes, ma'am. Which side do you want to be?
I want to be the agent.
All right, Robin's the agent. Who's going to be my client?
Gonna be your client.
Mara. Thank you, Miss Mara.
Good
All right.
morning, Mara. So how are you feeling about the house at 123 Main Street that we just saw?
I mostly like it. It's not as updated as I was hoping. The pictures made it look so good, but I do like it.
So as we discussed, there is no perfect house. We're really looking for 80% of what you want, 10% you can change, and 10% you can live with. So other than not being as updated as you want, what's holding you back from making an offer on this home?
Well, I'm just worried about the expense of doing those updates.
I understand, you're worried about unexpected expenses right after you move into your new home. But certainly, we could get some estimates if you were looking at doing a specific update right away. But other than doing those updates, we don't want you to lose out on this home that is in the right neighborhood. It has the right school district, the right size. You like the layout.
Yeah, what do you think a new bathroom and a new kitchen would cost?
So certainly, I can get you some estimates for that. And really, you're going to want to do those things, you know, a little bit at a time, you know, move in and really get to know the house and get comfortable, and then move forward with the changes that you'd like. So it's not like you have to get it all updated the minute you move in. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know. It sounds like I hate living with, remodeling. They say that's terrible.
I understand. How about I get you those estimates? We can get contractors scheduled. We can have this at 90% of the house that you're looking for instead of 80 before you even walk in the door.
Well, it would be really nice to know how much it's going to cost to update. I know we don't have a lot of time though, so.
Certainly. Well, let me find out that information for you, and we need to make our decision if we want to put in an offer. We don't want to, how would you feel if we don't put in an offer and you wake up tomorrow and find out that this house is under contract with someone else?
Yeah, I'd be pretty bummed.
Okay, then, well, let's put our offer in and we'll work on gathering our estimates and, you know, find out all the information that you want. But really, let's not lose this house that meets most of what you're looking for. How does that sound?
I love it. Great job, Robin. Mara, thank you for dancing like that. You made it difficult. And that's realistic. I want you guys to practice with realistic situations. It's not going to always be, yeah, that sounds great. Thanks. Bye. No, it's sometimes going to be a fight. And Mara is realistic. And Robin, great job with dancing with that. One key term I really love is the fact that you brought out is how are you going to feel tomorrow when we find out that that house has been sold, right? You're putting some paint on it. You're lacing it out to make it feel, instead of you're pulling away from that objection and saying, oh, the kitchens and the bathrooms, who cares? It's not about the kitchens and bathrooms. That's just a small percentage of the total. So great job. Someone else. Good morning, Jennifer and Chris.
Yeah, dang, Robin is so good, and I've noticed a change in how much better she's gotten. But yeah, Robin, when she starts not complaining, but for lack of better terms, because that's what I say, when Mara was complaining about the countertops and whatever, yada, 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 stuff that really doesn't matter. And you know that because you're the professional, you did a good job, and you might even want to bring her back to her pain even sooner in the conversation rather than later.
Agreed.
Thank you. Very true.
So I like the term, don't worry. I want to know what the price is before hey, don't worry. We're going to get all that information together for you so that you can make the most informed decision possible. So let's give one more. Somebody else. I need a client. Who do you want to be, Letha? What side?
I want to be the agent.
Letha wants to be the agent. We got a buyer that is just reluctant to, hey, you know what? Let's switch it up. Let's do a seller that's reluctant to sell over one factor. Who wants to be my reluctant seller? Thank you for volunteering, Paige. I appreciate it.
Okay, let's go.
So the one thing is that you just want to overcome. Paige, what is it? What's the one thing you don't want to sell your house because of one thing? Or what's one thing keeping you from moving forward?
I'm going to wait for the market to get even hotter.
There you go. Letha, rock with it.
That's a big risk, Paige, because what comes up must come down eventually. So, I mean, right now we're at the hottest market we've seen in forever. And I'll tell you something, you put your house on the market right now, you have people coming out of the woodworks. I've seen 10, 15 offers on one house within the first day of it going live. And I've personally never seen that before. I mean, don't you want to get in on that action?
Yeah, but I can really wait. I mean, I hear it. I hear you saying that there's a lot of offers, but you know, I'm in no rush to sell my house. And I really just think that the market's been, you know, getting hotter, the prices are going up, and I'm in no rush. So why not just wait until the market's even hotter?
Well, let me ask you this. If a month or two down the road, when spring fever hits and everybody puts their homes on the market and the market's flooded and it turns from a seller's market to a buyer's market, are you going to be upset that you missed out on possibly, you know, what right now, I mean, people are overbidding homes by $40,000 above asking price in some cases, you know, are you going to be upset if you miss out on that? Or are you going to be okay with accepting a lower price?
Actually, now that you bring that up, I think I would be upset if I waited and I got less for my house because there's more inventory.
Yeah. Yeah, the lack of inventory is what's driving the market right now. So why don't we move forward and go ahead, and what is your motivation to sell? I mean, I'm sorry, just giant up on the screen. So what is it? What is the reason you're wanting to move forward and sell anyways? What are your plans?
So I just really want to downsize. This house is too big for me. I want to get in a smaller house. But like I said, I'm not in a rush. I do want to get in a smaller house, but it doesn't need to be tomorrow.
Okay, well, but like we were talking about earlier, you said you would, you know, you don't want to miss out on this possible cash flow of getting the higher number. And then, you know, see, we had her until we had that giant pop-up. What's your motivation to sell? Dig deeper on the motivation. Okay. So you want to downsize. What has what, tell me more.
What? Yeah, there you go.
So, you know, I used to have all my kids in this house with me, and now it's just me and my husband. So the house is just way too big for the two of us. It's too hard to clean and keep up with, and it just reminds me of all my kids that aren't here anymore. It's just kind of sad, to be honest.
Oh, empty nest. I see. Well, it sounds like it's probably a good idea for you. I mean, we can help. What will a smaller house do for you?
Honestly, it would just make me a lot more comfortable. It would be less to keep up with, and it would feel more like a home since it's just the two of us. We'll have a smaller space, so we won't have all that unused space. That's just a reminder of my kids.
Right. Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
It's throwing you off, Letha, because I'm trying to get your brain to think in a pattern when you're latching onto something. Do you mind if I take over?
Go for it.
Paige, I completely understand that getting a smaller house will get rid of that huge empty nest that you guys are dealing with right now. And it really sounds like selling your house now would actually be a win-win situation where you can downsize, reduce your overall expense every month, and capitalize on the great return you can have in this marketplace. Don't you agree?
I do agree.
Great. Let's get your house sold. Sign right here.
All right.
Go far, do the copies.
Notice how we didn't even have that conversation where she's like, it wasn't about the money.
Right.
What was it about?
It was about downsizing.
It wasn't about the money. It was about the life. It was about the emptiness. It was about the emotions.
Okay.
We have to uncover the motivation behind something, because if you don't know the motivation, you don't understand what questions to ask. We can't drive the train. We can't get to the next step. What do you have to say? Did you have something?
Hmm.
Yeah. I wanted to try the flashcards thing to see what it would do. And
Well, I think she did really well,
I do too.
because even though she didn't uncover my motivation, she did tie emotion to it and say, how would you feel? And I was going to be more difficult, but like she just killed it. And I didn't really have anything else to say when she was like, how are you going to feel if, you know, you don't get top dollar because there's more inventory in the spring? So I think that she did really well.
yeah, I mean, 2 opportunities to close there was right there is, how would you feel if you're going to lose out on some money if you wait? And how would you feel if you wait a couple of months and we find out the inventory is actually spiked and you've lost 10%? And people are like, whoa, great. Let's get your house on the market right now and get you top dollar. High five, Ms. Letha. Great job. All right, we got time for more. Let's do another one. I want another stellar objection, someone that's not really move forward, but let's focus on the isolation. Is other than making sure you get top dollar for your house, is there anything else that's keeping you from selling your house with me today? Embedded commands, selling your house with me today. Right? Because that isolates the objection. Then we can overcome that one objection versus a moving target where there's multiple things in play. All right, someone else want to be an agent? We can just sit here quietly for 11 minutes and stare at each other. I mean, that's pretty fun. What do they call that? YouTube? Talking head syndrome? Cindy.
Yes, I'll do it.
Cindy's going to be my seller's agent. Who's going to be my client? Frank, thank you so much for volunteering.
Hey.
Frank, you want to sell your house, but you are waiting for something. What is the one thing you're waiting for?
I need to do some repairs in the house.
Ooh, good one. All right, and go.
Hi, good morning, Frank. How are you this morning?
Doing okay, yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. So what are we thinking about, putting up your house up for sale this week?
You know what? I really want to get, there's just some stuff that I have to move out of the yard and finish painting some rooms inside, and so I think I'm just gonna wait,
Okay, so if you want to wait, would you rather wait and possibly get less for your house and actually just putting up your house for sale, in the next few days? You can do very minimum. You don't have to have the house perfect. I think what you can do is just get a few friends, come over, help you clean out the yard, and help you around the house, and so you don't have to do it all by yourself. And we can get your house up for sale in just the next few days and probably get a really good offer. Do you have a few friends that can come over and help you out?
So that's not really. No. I mean, I was just taking the weekend and doing it myself, but it's gonna take me a while.
So what exactly are you needing to do? Because you don't need to, like I said, you don't really have to have the house perfect. So the house,
Wouldn't I get like more money if I finish painting it and all that?
not necessarily. No, because then the actual, you can think about the buyer coming in and actually, what if they just want to repaint what you just spent a lot of money and hard work on? I mean, do you have?
Right. You're probably right.
Yeah. So, that's not going to lower the value of your home. We just have to think about, condition. Do you, if you have a leaky roof, okay, fine, we can probably get that taken care of. But the colors, yeah, that's not gonna detour somebody from buying a home, especially if it's in the area that they're looking for. So I would hate, how would you feel if, you knew by chance later on that somebody was looking for the exact same house that you're gonna put up for sale, and then they end up buying your neighbor down the street?
Yeah, probably pretty bad.
Yeah. You kind of feel like, darn, I should have put it up for sale last week. So let's go ahead and get your home, let's go ahead and get the paper signed, sign right here, and we'll get your house listed. I will do it in the coming soon status. So in 5 days, we will go ahead and get it to go active. How does that sound?
Okay.
All right. I have a few friends, that could probably help out. Maybe, I don't know. I could call around if you need some help. I'm sure we could probably pull up some teenagers to come over and, pay them with some pizza, and they can just help you out cleaning out the front yard.
That sounds good.
All right, great.
Cool.
Well done. Well done, Cindy. Good job finding some opportunities for them. I love that. Don't be afraid to go the extra mile, guys. There's no traffic there. Thoughts from the group?
Pizza. I like the pizza. I think I'm going to do that. I have a 14-year-old son. I'm going to have him bring his friends over. We're going to have a pizza party, and we've got some construction cleanup to do. Thanks.
It works. As a kid, around 13 or 14, my parents paid my entire football team in pizza and sodas to come over and clear up the yard. So good times. It works. What you got, Mr. Stormy?
Hello? Oh, shit. I was gonna say that oh, that Cindy, when you said that about getting kids together or something, like that's a great idea. And I was gonna add to that by saying that we're supposed to be the resource for our clients. So it's like when it comes to everything, right? And don't be afraid to say that, hey, I got a plumber, a tree trim guy, a maintenance guy, a guy that picks up junk, because whatever it is, like you can figure it out really, if just by talking with people like on this call.
You're right. I didn't say that, and I was about to, and then I just kind of ended it. But yeah. And another thing, what I could have said, and I probably would have said, is that, hey, you know what? I brought boxes. They're in the back of my trunk because I did that with my other seller. I'm like, I got boxes, so here you go. Start putting stuff away, and then you can get a jump start on your packing.
Cool.
Good stuff. I'll let you guys know Mara shared a file for us in the chat. It's the confirmation that was for contact tracing on COVID form. So it's a good form to have. So if you can download it, otherwise we'll make sure it gets put somewhere for showings.
Can't see it.
You're on your phone. Won't be
Oh,
from a mobile device.
You'll put it in the shared file that we have?
I'll put it in the shared file.
Okay.
So great job, guys. One thing I heard this morning, I really wanted to kind of pin off. I was listening to Brian Buffini. It's a good podcast. The Buffini Show is a great real estate coach, but great business coach. And he talks about everyone nowadays is broadcasting. Social media, the news, the TVs, Netflix, everybody's broadcasting, right? What does broadcasting mean? They're projecting. Nobody's listening. How can we be the professionals in our business? How can we beat out the competition? What can we do differently?
Listen.
Listen. Ask good questions and listen. Jay Papasan was talking about, the shift in the market, what's coming, and the expectations of real estate agents is shifting, and Zillow is kind of taking over and stuff like that. Is a computer able to listen? Anyone have Amazon Alexa, right? Anyone? Alexa? You ever ask Alexa a question and she answers the wrong question? And Alexa's supposed to be the smartest AI out there. Just saying. I want you to realize that hearing is listening for what's being said. Simon Sinek, one of the authors of the One Thing, talks about hearing is listening to what is being said, which is surface level. It's understanding the conversation you're having. Listening, however, is hearing what's unsaid. The space between the words, the body language, the intent, the emotion, the tears in somebody's eyes, the smile on somebody's cheeks. When we listen to somebody, we're looking for cues, also known as clues, as to what's coming next. Whatever you do, try to have a conversation without an ending. Don't have a pre-described motion in your head of where you want to go. You guys ever watched an online interview or anything that's done? It almost feels like the interviewer is boxing them in. It's asking questions to drive them in a certain direction. That's a conversation with a motive. That's not a conversation, that's an interrogation. When we're asking questions and we're asking good questions to uncover some truths, we're uncovering emotions, we're uncovering the real motivations behind things, we can have genuine connections with people that they may not know that they've ever had before. You got a seller or a buyer that is reluctant to make a move on something. And that's what I would kind of tie up this point with. It's not always something to do with the house or the market or anything like that. It could be a problem with their motivation. It very well may be something that's not said between two parties. The husband and wife aren't on the same page because their motivations are different. The wife wants a house on the beach. The husband wants a house in the mountains. They know they want to sell, but they're not on the same page of what the next chapter looks like. So maybe spending some extra time unearthing that motivation and what that motivation means to them. What does it mean when you sell the house? What's a smaller house going to do for you? What kind of life are you going to live after that fact? Uncovering that motivation allows us to have a much bigger understanding of what the need is. And just like anything in sales, when you have a need and you have a solution, you can make a deal. Also known as an opportunity, right? So take some time, ask better questions, really genuinely give a damn. care about who you're talking to and unearth these things, not so that you have ammunition in the fight, but so that you guys are on the same team. It's a whole lot better to be fighting with somebody than against them. Real estate's a team sport, regardless of how independent you are. You're working together with your clients, you're working together with each other, you're working together with your co-broker. Ask good questions, but isolate independent objections. And that's as simple as, other than blank, is there anything keeping you from blank? Right? Other than your green carpet, is there anything keeping you from selling your house? Other than doing a couple of repairs, is there anything else that's keeping you from selling your house with me today? When you isolate a single objection, you can overcome them. But when somebody says, yes, BB, other than the cactus in my front yard, it's the only thing keeping me from selling my house, then you know that the cactus is the only thing. But when you ask them, BB, is there anything other than your cactus that's keeping you from selling your house? And they hem and haw, they're like, well, now you know you have to ask more questions because there's other things you need to unearth. Again, listen for the things that are not being said. Listen for the tone drops. Listen for the perks up. Look for the things that will trigger another question to help you get further in your conversation. So happy Purple Shirt Tuesday, my friends. If you guys have questions, I'll be on the questions and answers at 8:45. I'll see you there. Other than that, go out and have a beautiful day. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Thank you.